check on the babies. Check on the babies. The baby monitor's going off. Wah.
We got a baby, 646. Everybody look out.
A baby rolling down the highway at top speeds.
We got babies coming in and out of our ears. We got babies coming down the mountains. We got babies down the river.
Babies galore. Hold on. I see a baby. Oh, aerial baby coming in hot.
Well, we got a baby. Look out.
Look out. Is it a bird? No. I'm not even going to say if it's a plane because that's a baby.
It's definitely a baby.
Hello, beautiful people everywhere. This is Think Harder Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Kenny.
And I'm Jake.
And here on Think Harder, we aim to do the thinking for you, bringing you what we know of the wonderful world
of babies.
And what it has to offer, including babies. We're experts on babies. We're experts on adults. And we're experts on old people. We're here to talk about what we know about anything, almost anything, that is. But if you want us to talk about anything, you could use that hashtag ThinkHarderPod on Twitter to submit a question, or shoot us an email over at thinkharderpodcast@gmail.com. So that is where you can get in touch with us if you ever want to know anything about anything. So today we're going to be going over some products, some snack products that we thought we would let the people know, the history behind them. If they should be eating these or not. Probably not, because they're all junk food. But I think the main takeaway here is, getting to listen to our supple voices more often. So here's another episode for y'all. Our first topic that I'm going to bring to your wonderful ears, listeners and Jake alike, is Cheetos. We got Cheetos in the house.
I love a good Cheeto.
He loves a good Cheeto. We all love a good Cheeto.
Now, what kind of Cheeto are we talking about? Because there's plenty of Cheeto.
We're going to talk about every Cheeto. So I was deep diving into my brain a little bit, and I found some information that it was actually styled Cheetos, a Cheetos, until 1998. What the hell is that about? That sounds weird.
They were like kind of like making it like, oh, look at these cheesy toes, cheesy toe snacks.
I think that's exactly what they were going for. Like a pinky toe. Like they look, if you really think about it, like the crunchy ones.
Yeah.
Like those are like pinky toes, but then like the puffs, that's like a big toe.
That is a big toe, and in fact, when you think of the crunch of the small toe, it's like the bone in the nail.
Yeah, it's the bone just gone.
Well, and the puffy one does kind of resemble a puffy toe. Okay.
Yeah, it's like you're getting gout.
Oh, some gout-flavored Cheetos?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you know that gout, it usually affects the rich, not really like poor people? I think it comes from like sitting around and just eating. It's really weird.
Go, Jeeves, go get me another ham sandwich. I'm famished.
I'm coming down with the gout again.
Oh,
maybe some nice rotisserie chicken will heal this right up.
Yes, I think I need a nice back massage, some caviar, a little bit of the bubbly, and I believe this gout shall be gone quick.
So that's what Cheetos are about. They were originally just a cheese-infested toes that they would put in a bag and they would sell to people.
Wow.
But in 1948 is when they actually started doing that. Right here in beautiful Dallas, Texas, is where they originated from.
Dude, that's dope.
Mm-hmm. So this guy, Charles Elmer Doolin.
Elmer
Doolin. Yeah, the same guy
Fudge.
that made the Elmer Fudge, and then he went on to make glue.
Elmer Fudge. I think you're thinking of like, isn't Elmer Fudd, and then you're thinking of like, What's that? The
Elmer's
fudge
glue.
No.
Oh, no.
The fudge cookies with, like, the elves. Keebler
Fudge
elves.
stripe Keebler elves? Dude.
Elmer Fudge.
Elmer Fudge. Keebler elf.
Oh,
Get
baby.
your Cheetos here.
Get your Cheetos. Your from under cheese toes.
From under cheese? That's a... From under cheese. So, what this guy... He, like, couldn't really figure out how to market his product, so he paired up with Lay's. So Charles Elmer Doolin, he was working for the Frito company at the time, and wouldn't you know it, because of Cheetos, that's what made the Frito company and the Lay's company combine into what we now know as Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay. Goddamn. You know, I always wondered what the story was about combining those two, because you always see on some bags it says Frito-Lay, and then other ones it's just Lay's.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lay's was the original product of Lay's.
Ah.
And then Fritos were the original product of Frito. And then...
Madness. And Cheetos
but because of Cheetos brought them together. Cheetos has regenerative healing powers unlike any other snack this world has ever seen. And I think people tend to neglect that.
I think Cheetos could maybe, and now I'm not a doctor, but I think it has healing properties.
Well, you know what? Actually, I was coughing up a lung the other day. Literally, a lung fell out of my mouth. And I ate a bag of Cheetos, and I grew a new one. So
is the lung made out of Cheeto when that happens? Or
I don't know. Every time I cough, a little, like, cheese dust comes out. So I would assume so. It's not the worst
thing.
It's not the worst. Honestly, it kind of tastes pretty good. I'm not complaining. Really.
Yeah, a little cheese dust every now and then. Go for a run.
Listen, sometimes I'll come back for a run and, like, we'll have pasta for the night, right? And then, like, I'll just be like, oh, I want cheese on this. More, please. Keep going. Tell me when.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just keep hacking. Keep hacking. A little more.
The people at home are probably loving that ASMR of my coughs. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little soft coughs.
But a lot of people know Chester Cheetah as the guy that, you know, he's the advertiser. But the original mascot, it took them a while to get a mascot because from 48 to 71, they didn't have one. But in 71, they got the Cheetos mouse.
Oh, the Cheetos. I don't think I've ever heard of the Cheetos mouse.
I mean, you should. You're an expert in this shit.
Well,
what the hell are you talking
I'm going to look
about?
it up because Cheetos mouse, because that sounds quite... Holy shit. You're not kidding. There he is.
No, I'm not kidding. What do you think? I pulled that out of my fucking ass?
Wow. Look at him just chilling.
Dude, he's chilling. I saw an advertisement way back when. He's like on the train. He's just chomping on him. Yeah, he was. I think he was what sold the whole crunch of it because, like, you know, the most popular one is the crunchy kind. You know,
right?
So he would, like, you know, gnaw on it with his big old teefies.
Yep. Nom, 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 nom.
You know, that I think that was the original line was cheese that goes crunch. Like that was Cheetos. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So he was there till 71.
He was there in 71 until 79.
Okay, till 79. Go on. I'm intrigued.
But then they kind of just took a hiatus. They didn't want a mascot from 79 to 86. I think they were just realizing we don't need some fucking animal to sell our product. Like, we're humans. We could do that ourselves. But then in 86, everyone was like, oh shit. There's cheetah print everywhere. It's the 80s. It's the height of the 80s. So we got to make Chester Cheetah.
Cheetah print was huge, and I can't think of an item that wasn't cheetah print in the 80s. You could walk down the street and see someone with a cheetah handkerchief, someone in a cheetah thong.
You're seeing that on the street?
Sure. There's some, well, maybe not a thong, but like thong bikini.
Okay.
You might see that by a beach.
Right.
I'll tell you what, that Chester the Cheeto, when we get to him, I have my suspicions about him.
Chester the Cheeto?
Yeah, that little fucker.
Well, you know, I actually have some information pulled up on him. So, yeah, Chester the Cheeto. What's your opinion on this guy? What do you think of him?
Anybody that wears sunglasses 24/7 automatically in my book is suspicious. I mean,
Okay.
I get there's the song, I wear my sunglasses at night. I get that, some people think they're cool, but man, it kind of comes off predatory. Just not gonna lie.
Well, listen, take it from him. It ain't easy being cheesy.
It's not easy being cheesy, and I will give him that. All the credit in the world. But I'm just saying, watch out. He might have an underground layer that we don't even know about. Who knows?
They're serving Cheetos, though, right?
Well, that's like the cover. But Chester the Cheeto, he's selling you Cheetos in the front and rocket launchers in the back.
I like how you keep calling him Chester Cheeto.
Yeah. Mr. Cheeto. That's what they say on the streets.
Oh, that's true. I mean, that's like the password to get in to that dungeon of his.
Right.
Chester Cheeto. It's just his name. you just say his name and he's like, yeah, sure, come on in.
Yep. Exactly.
Did you know, Jake, that they actually made video games featuring Chester Cheetah?
What?
I'm serious. They made 2 games with this fucking moron. So there was a game in 92 for the SNES, and it was titled Chester Cheetah Too Cool to Fool.
Oh, baby.
Uh-huh. Here, let me read you a little excerpt. The game is composed of simple side-scrolling platform levels. On each level, there's a hidden scooter part.
Okay, now we're talking.
In-game, Chester can dash and stun many enemies by jumping on their heads.
What is he... Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, this is popular within some circles, within the Cheetos circles that you might see. Mm-hmm. Maybe even in that dungeon. But the instruction manual contained a popular phrase that was part of like a mispronunciation or a mistranslation from Japanese to English. Mm-hmm. And it says, as is Chester Cheetah Way, is one person play. It was literally to say that the game was one player.
Oh
that's literally
what kind of psychos sat around thinking about this all day?
I don't know.
This is
Well, I'll tell you who. Kaneko, that was the publisher. And it was developed by System Vision. So you could take that to them and be like, hello, where's Too Cool to Fool? Where's the second one? Well, come on.
Yeah, you would think Too Cool would be the second iteration of the game because of 2. It's right in the title, guys.
Right. I mean, it's like the Fast and the Furious. And if he's running around on a fucking scooter, you could even tie them together, crossover, Fast and the Furious meets Chester Cheetah the game, Too Fast to Fool.
Too Fast to Fool, or Too Fast to Fuck. Cheeto After Dark.
Cheeto After Dark.
What? I don't know.
But I think that about wraps up what we have for Cheetos. Cheetos are an extreme delicacy. They have healing properties.
They can grow you a new lung. Some Cheetos
will make you a new one for the simple bag price of $2.99. But you know what didn't come in bags? We have a new product coming on in real hot, real heavy.
Oh boy.
Do you remember, and this is back from my childhood as well, do you remember Hubba Bubba tape?
Do I remember Hubba Bubba
Do you remember
tape?
that 6 feet of bubblegum madness?
I remember pissing off my mom. I would get the Hubba Bubba, and she'd look at me and go, all right, now make this last. And I'd look at her, and I would take the roll, and I would bite it. I would bite the side like a freaking psychopath. She'd be like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I love gum.
I would do the same exact thing with Kit Kats. I wouldn't snap them apart. People would yell at me because it's like, what are you doing?
That's psychotic.
What are you doing?
It is psychotic behavior.
It is. I think it was sociopathic is what it was. Because the
Was
rule
it? Oh.
the rule was, and I knew the rule,